The 15th action step from the Parkinson's plan by doctors Dorsey and Okun focuses on one of the most vulnerable groups of all, our children. Now, in the last video, I said, I hope we're not talking about dry cleaning again in action step 15, but we are. Dry cleaners don't just contaminate clothing, they can also contaminate soil and groundwater. These volatile chemicals like the PCEs and the TCEs can travel into nearby homes, schools, and childcare centers through the air, soil, and water pathways. Now, some daycare centers and schools are located near dry cleaners, often without parents even knowing. So what you can do is look at what businesses are located near your child's daycare or school and ask the facility if they've ever tested its indoor air quality. And another thing that you can do on your own is actually learn about the quality of the water in the area in which you live and in which it is located. There's something called the EWG.org. I've talked about this a lot, and I think everybody should know about this and be checking on this. It's the environmentalworkinggroup.org, and they have this tap water database that you can find here at the top. And when you go in, you can put in your zip code, and I put in the zip code of where our clinic is here in Texas. And you can see that the tap water contains 12 contaminants that exceed the EWG's health guidelines. There's a lot in here. It talks about all of the different things that could potentially be in that water that we want to be avoiding. So why am I bringing that up? To bring our awareness to the fact that we should know what's in that water. And if we need to be filtering it before we drink it, we can. There's so much that we can do. And that's one of the things I want to remind you all. In fact, I'm going to be teaching a seminar coming up in a couple of weeks. And when you put on something like that, they want to provide coffee and water and tea. And I made sure that they were not going to use the local water because I didn't want that to be something that I'm willfully giving to all of these attending and wanting to learn and be as healthy as possible. So we've actually had to bring in spring water, clean water, to know that we're actually providing that, and we've had to brew it ourselves, but to make that available. So just be aware of that when you're out and about. Oftentimes you're going to be drinking water that could potentially have that. So find ways to maybe reach for a spring water or find a way to be able to filter that, especially when you're talking about what children are being exposed to, because we can't protect our children from everything, but we can protect their environment in a lot of ways, and that choice can change their future. See you in the next video.